Hello, I'm Teacher Nancy, the Angmo who led Edison to Christ. When I first met Edison, I did not actually come thinking I was going to share the gospel with him. In fact, we were just there to support Edison's mother, who was feeling very overwhelmed. She was feeling very troubled at that time, knowing that her son is so sick. However, Edison was very friendly with me, so I decided to sit down, play with him, chit-chat, and knowing that Edison was in a lot of pain, I knew the only person who really can understand him is Jesus. So I decided to share stories about Jesus to him. I wanted Edison to know that he is not alone and that he can count on someone to take all his pains and his illnesses, which Jesus did on his body on the cross. And usually I wouldn't show a bloody and beaten up picture of Jesus to a new person, let alone a 4-year-old. But somehow I felt like I needed to, and that if anybody was to be able to understand this picture, Edison would. So I showed it to him and told him that by Jesus' stripes, Edison, you are healed. And that whatever sickness and pain that Edison, you are experiencing, Jesus knows, and he has already taken it on his body on the cross. And I could tell Edison understood what I was talking about, and eventually I had the privilege of leading him to salvation prayer, and I also could pray for his help. And from then on, Edison kept wanting to learn and know more about Jesus. So whenever I could, we would have him over at church, or I would find ways to meet with him and share with him more about Jesus. And I know sometimes, we think that sharing the gospel can be scary, but we are sharing good news. We're sharing the gospel, and we need not be afraid, we need not be ashamed, because it is the good news. We share it in boldness, and we want to let the news to the rest of this transformation. Seeing Edison today, not just whole on the outside, but whole on the inside, makes me so glad that I had the privilege and the opportunity to speak to him about Jesus and share the gospel with him. Edison was my one for Jesus. Who is yours?